is having you for a mid-hang position for your Olympic lifts. Probably the most understudied position, the most important position in your lifts. This position is similar for the squat and for the snatch and the clean. What will change is the height a little bit just because of your hands. Let do the snatch and let me show you how it looks like, and then after I show you that, we'll talk purpose and points of performance, or just purpose, right? And so I'm gonna be here, and the mid-hang position is when the barbell is right on my mid-thigh, right there. So the things that I wanna see: first, engagement of the lats by rotating the elbows in and pressing that bar with your straight arms towards you. Good. First thing, right? So upper body. Then the bar is in mid-thigh, right there. Shoulders are slightly in front of the bar. How much? Depends a little bit of your anatomy, but just a little bit in front. Shins are vertical. Shins are vertical, while the hips are back. And what's tricky here is the degree, the angle of the knee. That's gonna vary depending on your anatomy. And the way you're gonna figure out which one is the right one for you is by how do you feel the weight on your feet. And the weight on your feet should be even from the toes to the heel, and you should feel evenly distributed, you shouldn't be able to lift your toes. You're not on your toes, but it should be you're grabbing that floor. And the center of mass, where you're feeling the line, if you drop a line, poof, and where you feel it is front edge of your heel, front edge, right? So closer, the edge of your heel is closer to the ball of your foot. And so what you'll do to find that is I'm here, and for example, if I go here, I'm too forward, there it feels right, and here I'm on my heels, right? If I'm too tall, here I am on my heels. The only way to go forward will be here, and then my shins are not very vertical, right? So shins vertical, there, right there. Why do we want this position here? Because this position is gonna allow me to keep extending vertically and then come under that snatch, right? You saw the transitions there is seamless, and I can extend. And one of the things, and this is why it's so important that the feet are balanced on the ground, is that my feet are not gonna start rocking, right? When you slow down a clean or a snatch, you'll see that the feet will extend, but what we don't want is a rocking chair foot. Why do we don't want that? Because that tells me that your center of mass is pendular, right? That tells me that your body is moving in a pendular way, and that tells me that you're throwing that bar forward, which is the most common thing, right? So the most common thing is that people will have the mid-hang position too high on the butt, and then the only way they can extend is by throwing the hips forward. The bar goes there, and you lose a lot of force that way. That doesn't mean that there's no people that is effective with that. There is a lot of people that you'll be surprised how much weight they can lift with a barbell going forward. It just means that those people could lift even more. And so again, the mid-hang position is advantageous because I'm gonna be here and I'm gonna be able to extend without switching the weight of my feet, right? So my knee position, the hips go under that bar and meet that bar. That happens kind of on automatic, and it should happen in automatic. It's what people sometimes call the double knee bend. Don't worry about that. But the center of mass of the system shouldn't change. I move in a way in which that center of mass doesn't change, so I am not wasting energy, and then I can throw that straight up and a little bit backwards, right? And so those are the basics of the mid-hang position, and that's what we want. Again, let me summarize there. So when I grab my bar, this time I'll do a clean, right? So in the clean, naturally the bar will be a little bit lower, and I am retracting my shoulder blades. My knees are almost vertical, shoulders are slightly in front of the bar, and what I'm checking here is where do I feel my feet, right? The weight on my feet. And right now it feels very balanced with a slight preference on the front edge of the heel. if I went too high here, I would be under all my feet, right? And sorry, on the edge, on the heels too much. And so I know I have to lower that boat a little bit so that my shins are still vertical. There. And then I can go whoop, bam. That is it. So yeah, it's a little bit tricky, but you can find it, right? Like, remember, there. So if I draw a line from my arms, like from like the back of my shoulder, the bar, mid thigh, front edge of the heel, should be pretty much there. I didn't feel that.